Hey kids, welcome to Draw with Sean. Today we're going to draw a spooky Halloween bat. So grab your utensils and let's get started. I'll begin by using my pencil, and then I'm going to go in with my black marker to outline my bat. And what I want you kids to do is to draw the outline with me, and then I want you to color it in so you can share it with me at the end of the video when you're all done. So let's get started with our pencil. The first thing we're going to draw is the bat head, and our bat head will be a circle. Do you know what shape a circle looks like? Here's a circle, just like this. And you'll notice when I draw a circle, you see I make lots of lines. When I was younger, I used to draw a circle and I go really slow and I try to make it perfect. But it's really hard to make a perfect circle. So now when I draw a circle, I go really light and I do lots of light circles until I find the shape. You should try it sometime when you make a circle. Maybe you try it on this next shape. We're going to draw the bat body. And our bat body will be this shape, an oval. You can see I'm just going nice and light. Perfect. Take your time with your shapes. The shapes don't have to look exactly like mine, but I do want you to take your time learning to make your shapes as best as you can. The next thing we need to add to our bat are, what's it used to fly around? Wings. Our bat uses wings to fly around. So here's how we're going to draw the wings. I'm going to draw the first one so you can watch how I draw it, and then we can draw the second one together. So for this wing, I'm going to go out and down. And then I'm going to draw, I want one line here and one line here. And I'll do this. 1, 2, over, just like that. And then let's draw this one together. So you're going to draw a line out and down. And I'm going to now draw this one so I can make my wings match. And your wings don't have to match perfectly. If they don't match perfectly, that's okay. I'm sure bat wings in real life do not match perfectly either. There we are. And then one line, two line. And I can see that this wing's a little smaller than this one, so I might make an adjustment right now. And this is why I like to use pencil. There we are. Excellent. Okay, so there are our bat wings. And the next thing we're going to draw are their bat legs. And I want to draw our bat legs just like this. And watch what I do. So you're going to draw like a little U underneath. And you may say, well, how is that his foot and legs? Well, watch this. See this other circle or shape I'm drawing? You can make it an oval. This is his foot. So his knees, he's bent, and this is his knee. And then this is his foot behind. So his legs are bent. He's flying through the sky. And now let's add some features to our bat face. And this is where we can have a lot of fun. I'm going to make my bat have teeth, like fangs. And his eyebrows are going to be down like this. He's trying to scare people. It's Halloween. So let's draw a circle to start. And another circle. And I'm going to use a line for his eyebrows to go down like that. And then watch this. We can even draw on the bottom of the circle another line. So first he's like this, and now the bottom one we're drawing is like this. So he's like, he's really trying to scare you. And then smaller circles for our bat eyes. And now I'm going to draw the bat nose, 2 more circles. And our bat mouth, instead of a smile, look at this guy. Wow, look at those teeth. And for our ears, this is the last part we're going to draw. So the ears are pretty much a triangle shape. Okay, so you can draw a triangle just like that. There's going to be 2 ears. And you can draw another smaller triangle inside. And if you'd like to add some detail, what you can do is watch what I do here. I'm going to add some shape like this, and then I'm just going to add some hair to it. Like that. And I'll do the same thing in his ear. I'm going to give some hair in his ear. Perfect. And now let's add a little more detail to our bat. I want to add some hair on my bat head. And then I think I'm going to add some hair on his cheeks as well. This is great. It's fun to draw this bat. He has a lot of character, doesn't he? Or a lot of personality. Maybe we can even draw some little claws or nails on the bat's wingtips. Cool. Okay, now we're going to take our magic marker and draw on top of our bat. And before we begin, let's take a look at this real quick. What shapes did we use to draw this bat? Because all we did was use shapes today. We used a circle for the head, and we used 2 circles for the eyes, and even 2 smaller circles for the pupils, 2 small ovals, an oval is the shape of an egg, triangles for the teeth, triangles for the ears, oval for the body, and these are almost an oval for the legs. And the wings could have been squares, actually. We could have just drew squares and then add little points off of them. So everything can be broken down into simple shapes. So that's why it's important to take our time learning these shapes. So with our magic marker, I'm going to draw on top of my pencil. And you can do the same, and I would like for you to take your time in this process because this is really finalizing our drawing when we go over it in pen. And sometimes when you're drawing over your pencil, your pen doesn't go where you want it to go. And that's all right. I don't want you to be overly concerned with not getting it right. It's most important that you slow down and try to take your time to do your best and focus on doing your best. That's the important part. Whether you make a mistake or not doesn't really matter, to be honest. You're going to get better and better each time you practice. I'm so excited to see what you have created at the end of this, especially when it's colored in. I'm giving him some wrinkles on his forehead. He's really scrunching down. Let's draw the body. And his little bat legs. You know, when I grew up, I grew up out in the country, and we used to have bats get in the house sometimes, and we'd have to get them out of the house. We would throw a blanket on them and try to trap them under the blanket and then get them out of the house. Sometimes you'd be sitting there watching TV, and all of a sudden You see this little guy flying around the house in the living room, and then you'd have to get him outside. And bats are really important for many reasons, but one of the reasons why I thought they were so important where I grew up is that where I grew up, there were a lot of mosquitoes and mayflies and June bugs and deer flies. There was bugs every time of the season when it was warm out. And the bats, guess what they love to eat? All those bugs. So the bats are really important because they can eat a lot of bugs at night. And that's really important to keep our mother nature in balance. So even if bats are a little creepy or a little scary, maybe if you see them flying around, they're really important to have for nature. In fact, everything in nature that you see is really important. Everything has a purpose. Except mayflies. If any of you have mayflies, you probably would agree with me on finding a purpose for them, other than driving us crazy during May. All right, now I'm going to take an eraser and I'm going to remove some of my pencil lines so we can reveal what the final drawing looks like. When we use an eraser, you can use small circles and you can go light. You don't have to press really hard. And it looks like some of my ink did not set on this paper. So it looks like I have some smudges here. Let's find out. This also helps show me where I need to fill in my lines. Yikes, I don't like how this erased at all. I wonder if it's the paper. Speaking of plans not working out, I wanted this to look a little different. I thought it would be a little cleaner looking when I erased it. All right. I see there's some spots I just want to touch up here. Add maybe a little bit more detail to it. I want to connect all my lines. Great, and there we have it. Our own special Halloween bat. The last step is to color it in. So make sure you use any coloring utensils you have to color in your bat. And if you have a grown-up that can share it with me, I would love to see what you've created. It means so much that you took the time to draw with me today. And thank you for sharing your time. Keep practicing, take your time, and be proud of everything that you create. Stay creative, and remember, you are perfectly you, always growing and getting better. I can't wait to draw with you again in our next drawing session. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for drawing with me today. I'd love to see all of your amazing artwork. Parents, if you'd like to share your child's drawing, make requests, or send feedback, you can message me on Instagram or Facebook. Don't forget to like and subscribe for updates and new videos. I can't wait to see and share what you've created.